Yo, welcome back, everybody. You know it's the virtual man cave, and you know what it is tonight, man. It's D Rigger presents Moments with Unc. You know what I'm saying? Did I do it right tonight, Unc? Did I get it right?
It's gonna be as good as it gets tonight, bro. It's gonna be,
Hey, man.
especially since it's the off night. Since it's the off night,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Um,
Apologies for
normally,
last nights, ladies and gentlemen. We had some tight stuff going down yesterday, and it took us off the show for a minute. But we're about to discuss it a little bit, um, in a little bit more detail here in a bit. But we're glad to have you there. You know what I'm saying? This is me, D Rigger, aka Unc. I got my good man right here. That's Model Citizen J. He be doing all the making sure everything is working out for us tonight, bro. How things going?
yeah, I can't complain, man. You know, it's another start to a wonderful, beautiful week. Like you said,
It's
yesterday.
about a wonderful, but this show is something.
Yeah, I mean it's wonderful because we have the opportunity to appreciate life and appreciate things that we have, and be fortunate that we were a part of a journey, witness somebody's wonderful journey. Because sometimes we don't get the opportunity to be a witness to people's adventures and how they grow and develop into being a teenager, into being a young man, and becoming a husband, a father, and you becoming a well-rounded individual. So if you don't know what we're talking about right now, we're talking about the passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner. Rest in peace to that brother. He passed away yesterday. He was swimming in Costa Rica and whatnot. I don't know too much of the details, but obviously something must have happened in the water to where he wasn't able to get back to land safely, and he had accidentally drowned. So that's what me and Uncle was talking about behind the scenes. Um, quite honestly, that is part of the reason why we didn't do a show yesterday. That is heavy. That was heavy on our heart. We had other things to go on because like we were saying in the back, behind the scenes before we started the show, Theo was America's big brother.
Well, brother,
You
just it didn't have to be a big brother,
I mean,
but I think he
I
was.
say for me because
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
older than me. For me,
yeah.
he was America's brother.
He
You
was
know,
America's first real. Now, again, and I'll say this knowing that there's a lot of iconic black actors who portrayed siblings in a show.
we're not taking away like JJ from Great
Not
Times.
yeah, we were naming
Anything
off
of that
some of the
nature.
names
But
exactly.
me
Yeah,
personally, I was born in 1980. I grew up with Theo. I saw reruns of Good Times, and I know about Dynamite. But I grew up on yo Denise. I can't wear this Golden Guard. This ain't a Golden Guard trail. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I grew up with that. So that's why I say Theo is my generation's big brother and whatnot. And we just want to celebrate his life real fast and just pay homage and give respect to the family and stuff like that because that is
Yeah, I would definitely like
that
to
is
say that
tragic.
I would like to, condolences to the Warner family, condolences to all who are part of his family and everywhere, and condolences to all his fans and everyone um, who knew this man. And it's deep on a lot of levels, man. It's more surreal than anything. It's a lot closer than a lot of people would think. But what we're missing out now is a 54-year-old man who literally, like Jamal just mentioned, who grew up in front of us on television, and he did not allow the entertainment industry to warp his vision of being not only a great individual growing up as a young man, growing up into a very strong, positive role model in the black
Listen,
community, but also became very, very, very he became very talented in a lot of different things.
yes, a poet, a
He was
musician.
a poet, he was a musician, he was a producer, he was a director. He can not only just act, the man had singing he was talented among a lot of other
And,
things and very educated. He was
and
very educated.
let's not forget that he took after his father's footsteps.
Yes,
And
yes.
he became a doctor on The Resident. So Theo became a doctor. If y'all, you know what I'm saying, in his TV show, he took
Yeah,
after
but
Cliff.
yeah, but I mean, in the real,
Yeah,
he was a lot of
right.
things in that
Yeah,
manner too. And again, it's gonna be it's hard to recognize a lot of the great things that some of these entertainers have put out there. But I would like to give his flowers. I feel bad because I talk about this all the time. This is one of these things where we should be giving people who are around their flowers. They're giving them their credit where the credit is due on what they've done. A lot of people be like, come on, man, he was only just this and that. No, you don't know this. You don't know who this person was. And if you don't know who Malcolm
and,
Jamal Warner is, you
and
may want to look him up.
hold
You
up,
may want to see what he was really about.
let me
And
read
I
his
feel
resume.
bad because he knows us. I
Um,
think we know
let
him. Yeah.
let me read his resume real fast on a couple of TV shows that he was a part of. Obviously, we all know the Cosby Show. He was on The Residents. He was on Malcolm and Eddie, Jeremiah, Suits, A Different World, The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Read between the lines. He was in a Sons of Anarchy, Here and Now, Sherry, Listen Up, Making History in Hollywood, The Magic School Bus, Accused, 10 Days in the Valley, American Crime Story, Major Crimes, Community, Lethal Weapon, Special Agent Oso, Sneaky Pete, Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce, The Wonder Years, One to Grow On, and that's the remake of the Wonder Years, not the original Wonder Years. The Earth Day Special, Child Stars, Then and Now, um, Secret Talents of the Stars, Teen Files, and a lot of other shows. So
Now he was playing in a band. He was
yes,
in a jazz group. He always was performing poetry and uh reading out of books and stuff at certain venues and everything. He was very involved in the community. He was very involved with children. He had a lot of outside projects that he was a part of. So I
and
I'm really left speechless about it. It really is something hard to deal with, you know, on that level. Again, somebody who is close to me is family, and just hearing them speak of him again, it's just a tragedy. So I feel real bad about it. I won't dwell on it much more because it doesn't help to talk about it bad, but he'll always be somebody special.
yeah.
And I don't talk a lot about the entertainment industry because I don't like to be affected by it. I don't watch television much anymore and anything, but his legacy is going to be like Chadwick Boseman's. This is a young brother who left us too soon. He had a lot to give us. He was on the levels of where Denzel and James Earl Ray and great black entertainers, great black actors.
Now,
Great,
remember the other
they're
day.
gonna be. He'll be known with them.
So, remember the other day when I posted, when I made that post about sometimes people get upset if you post too much, or if
Right.
if you do, post too much of how you're living, or take too many pictures or videos and whatnot. So
Yes. Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
a prime
Yeah.
example of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, bro.
We are
Yeah.
fortunate
This rolls
enough.
right into it. Yes.
We're fortunate enough to have a time capsule of this man's life, of a great body of work from when he was a teenager up until his unfortunate timely passing. We can go back and look at shows, we can see his development, we can look at documentaries, we can look at videos, videos that he posted and stuff like that. So I say this to say, most of us are not, actors or actresses, of the world, but we do have cameras. Take as many videos as you can, take as many pictures as you can, because one day we will expire. Okay. And the only thing that you can leave behind truly for your loved ones will be your pictures, will be the videos that you have to share with them. And that's going to mean the world to them. You know, I know right now his family is in so much hurt, they're in so much pain. Um, and this is a tough time to get through. But when they get past the moment, when this moment passes, they have that wonderful opportunity to go back to see her. You know, his wife can see her husband, you know, doing what he loved to do as far as acting, performing, singing, dancing. When his daughters grow up, you know, and they want to say, "Hey, I want to see my father," they can turn on the Cosby Show and see their father play Theo, a character that the whole world loved. You know, and
But they'll
feel,
remember who he is for sure
you know,
because it was a
and
good
remember who
man.
he is as a father as well,
Yeah,
but also
yeah,
be able to get to see what their father truly enjoyed, what their father
right.
truly loved to do.
Truly.
You know, get to see who their father was before he was a father. You know, like, oh, that's what my dad looked like as a teenager. That's what he sounded like. That's how he carried himself. You know, so I think it's a wonderful. They have a wonderful body of work to celebrate his life, to continue to celebrate his life. You know,
I like to this again. I like to the whole Warner family. My condolences and my heart goes out to everybody. And if you're hearing this, you know, I put smoke up in the air for y'all. But he'll rest and he'll settle in very well where he is. And I hope he's looking down and giving everybody the blessings that he's been giving us for 54 years. He was good. So I like to put it out on that way.
so we just want to say thank you. We just had to put that out there because that was on our heart. But to move, you know, to move right along to something more upbeat, more lively, more of what this show is about. Because you know, we do celebrate life. We like to have fun. We like to enjoy ourselves. We like to, you know, just make sure we while we here we do something fun. You know, things that make us smile. So the first topic tonight that we have, yo, summertime fun. How do you like to spend your time outside?
And
Now,
again, folks, now summertime is everything that is wrapped up to be. Yo, it ain't what it used to be for us when we were younger because we had summer
we
camps.
was outside,
We was
outside.
outside. Yeah, we was there, you know. I don't know how many people had public pools back where they was, but
Listen,
for the people
we
that love the people that know me from Staten Island, New York, and from the San Fernando Valley in Southern California, we had our public pools. Everybody's at the pools. We had our summer camps that we used to all hang out at. Everybody had a summer camp, or they used to go to the school, go get them school lunch during the
free
summer.
lunch,
Remember
free
that shit? Yeah, I was
lunch.
just having somebody to talk about. We was just talking about this.
What you know
Yo,
about
this
free
this
lunch,
going
yo?
way, bro. But we had
Come
this for
on.
summer. You know what I'm saying? When you used to go,
You
bro,
knew to
ride
be
your
at the
bike
elementary
somewhere,
school by 12 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Because you know
to
what,
get on the carom games,
12:30, they're not letting you in. So you better get
go
there at
play, go
12.
play kickball, go get the ball, get all that stuff,
Manhunt,
man, all that.
handball, stickball, shoot,
Then
freeze
run in and
tag.
come and get your free lunch.
Yeah. Come on, man. Hot peas and butter.
All
Come
that,
on, man.
yo. And now all that, and then other things in the summer, like I didn't see it much in LA and in the Valley as I did in New York, but they used to kick off the fire hydrants, and let the fire hydrant run for a little
Oh,
while.
you know they do that in New York, man.
Yeah, I
Until the
mean, well,
police
we did
come
it. I
down to
mean, I was
shut it
in.
off.
Now they didn't do that shit in LA, bro. In LA, you weren't kicking off no fire hydrant. Wasn't enough water in LA for you to kick off a fire
So let
hydrant.
me ask, because you did mention in the chat that you like to go fishing.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. As a
So
matter of fact, about the time during the pandemic, and by
okay.
the time, remember when we all got remember that's like right around the time we all started really putting shit together as far as the man cave is concerned and everything. But one of the things, every day we was running around, every weekend we was hanging out, we was doing our shit. Then all of a sudden, bow, the world stopped. Now we gotta do what we gonna do, man. We sitting in the house. It's March, April, May, June. Fuck, it got to that point. Now I was like, yo, man, wait a minute. We gotta do something. It's summertime. We gotta do something. Yo, bro, I always like fishing. I've always been a fisherman. My family brought up fishing. So we go out here to Maryland and we out here fishing in the rivers. Out here fishing on the
See,
shits. Forgot
I've
how much
been
fun fishing is. Got on a charter boat Yo, we went from doing it on the banks and sitting over at. We went to Annapolis at the Naval Academy. We was
Okay.
off the piers out there trying to catch us
See,
some rockfish.
I've
Met
done
a
fishing. I've done fishing before, but my thing, I ain't even gonna lie to you, is kayaking. That's my thing.
okay, all
I
right.
love kayaking. Um,
You like to hike too. You one of
I
them.
mean,
You one of them
I'm a
wilderness.
hiker,
You like the
but
wilderness
see,
and shit.
yeah, I'm a nature dude. I love being outside. Leave me with nature. Let me hear the sounds. Let me, I respect nature. Um, that's my thing. But if I have to pick one thing that I love the most, that's hard. Yeah, hiking and kayaking. Those are my things.
I got it, but I'm okay. I'm still tripping because y'all mother like I didn't mind camping and hiking. I didn't like bugs, and I didn't like walking around in the woods knowing that if I didn't look right, I could have a bug on me or leech, or I'd be scratching and
You
I'm
know
over
what it is
here
for
walking
me?
through poison. No, no,
It's so it's so peaceful. It is so
I
tranquil. It
can't
is so
argue that point though.
relaxing.
You gotta, yeah.
Um,
Once you stand there for a minute, and you hear either
yeah,
nothingness
that
or notice what nature providing you to listen to. Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
sounds of nothingness, and me, I'm a deep thinker, so I'm able to get lost in my thoughts. I'm able to walk around, recharge, re-energize, think about things, contemplate my next steps in life and stuff and what I want to do. Or just I might have a random question of the day, might be reading a book and the book might have had me stuck on something that I just want to think about. Yeah, I'll go for a hike, bust out by like 3-5 miles, come right back. Life is good, man. Or I hit the lake and I go kayaking.
I hear you.
I'll be in the middle of the water, I have me a little bottle of water, have my juice, man, have my little radio, some snacks. I rent a little kayak and I'm out there.
Yeah, I
It's
got
funny though, but
I got a friend of mine
I'm scared
looking
to
to
go
see if I
fishing
can get
though.
in the show. Fish? Why? What you afraid of?
Yo, it's something weird. I don't know. Cause if I go fishing,
Nigga said I'm afraid of fishing. What?
yo, cause I gotta be in a boat, man. I can't be in a
Well,
little.
that's fine. Get in a boat, then
I
go
gotta
catch.
be in something. I gotta be in something sturdy.
That's fine. You couldn't fish off the beach.
I mean, I fish off the pier, but that's whack though, because the pier mad high up in the air. I don't want to be reeling that long. If I catch them, like,
Yo,
you know
bro.
what? You got it, dog. You got it. I ain't even trying to pull you up. I'm 100 feet
Hey,
in the air.
you charter fish?
Charter.
Me and get on the boat and go out. They take you out for about 6 to 8 hours, and they take you to specific
See,
spots out in the water, and then you pull up fish, and then
what
you
kind of?
come
Let
back.
me ask you, what kind of body of water we in?
Yeah, what?
Are we in the ocean? We in the
Yeah,
lake?
yeah,
The ocean?
yeah, yes.
See, the ocean is its own entity in itself.
Here we go with this ocean. Yo,
I
yeah.
don't I don't rock with me in the ocean. I respect the power of the water.
Oh, this is the day when I wish we got to have, man. Where are the peoples? You cracking me up right now, bro. The
God,
boat isn't. That's what you got to do, bro. Now look, don't get me wrong. That deep blue shit is scary out there because it ain't blue out there, Jay. Shit is
I
blood.
know.
Shit is black. It's black.
I've been on a cruise. I've been on a cruise.
That don't count. You don't fish on a cruise.
I know you don't
I
fish
don't
on a
want to hear
cruise.
that shit. Nobody.
No, no,
Look,
no. But
there's three things that it's a misnomer. Why motherfuckers join the Navy? Why motherfuckers go on cruises? And why mugs don't stay on boats real long? First of all, you don't. Why would you join the Navy if you can't go fishing? Out the window. Don't join the military. Don't join the military to join the Navy because you want to be a fucking seaman. That just don't sound right.
yeah, yeah.
We say it again, Jay. Pause. You know
Pause.
what I'm saying?
Pause. In the
Pause.
in the honor
Pause.
and
Now,
tradition
that's
of the
because I'm just an
Mancave.
airman, not because I'm an airman. All right, but I'm just saying, a seaman. Pause. It just never
Yo,
it never came out right.
you know
But
what I understand though about them people in the Navy? See,
how?
there's two jobs. I don't understand how people can do it. Or there's one thing I don't know how you could do it, and there's one job I don't understand how people do it. And I have much respect for them. I don't understand how them people jump off, like when they be chilling in the middle of the ocean and they just jump off the ship and go swimming in it. Bruh, there's a lot of fish in that ocean,
No,
bruh.
they're not just fish. I see. That's there you go, Jay. That's just that. Look. First of all, you're held captive on that motherfucker for
They
6 to 8
jumping
months.
off, they
They
jumping
might
off
be on it. They
perfectly
might
good.
be they on that boat and they got nothing else to do for
Yes, you
six
do.
days, 6 months a year.
Listen, I lift some weights. I'd run back and forth on the deck. I am not jumping off that ship if it's
Well,
perfectly fine.
I'm with you on that one. Though. That water be too black for me to know what's. And they got and they put patrols around them.
I'm good.
I know about all. And I got a guy that works for me right now that was in the Navy. He'll vouch for me. They'll
And
dive
then
off them ships and then they'll put a couple of folks out there with boats to make sure there ain't nothing else gonna get them. I just
second,
want to know, hey Jay, answer me this question and tell me
what's up?
if I'm crazy. So they got boats out there while you swimming by the boat because they want to make sure nothing happened to you. But they know what's under your monkey ass?
No,
Booyah,
no,
booyah.
no,
What the fuck is you
no,
doing out there? What are you
no.
doing? What are you doing?
And let me ask you a question. What they gonna do? Hey, watch out. Now, if you know it's the other
You
job?
about to get your ass eaten
Wait, you know it's the other
by the
job?
Leviathan. They coming to
I
get
don't
your ass. That's
I
right.
don't understand how people like you sign up for this job to go get in a submarine and you underwater for about 6 months, just chilling. At least a minimum of 6 months. You don't come up for 6 months. Like the only time you might come up is when you got to exchange air, when they just want to circulate fresh
You
air.
just thinking of shit and it still sounds bad. No,
Like,
no,
why?
no.
I respect every person in the armed forces that gets on the submarine. I
Can't
I,
be. I
I
ain't mad
don't
at
know
him. I
you.
keep telling you,
Yeah,
you
I
my
don't know
brother.
you, but I
You
love
my
you.
brother in arms. You are my brother in arms or in fins,
Listen,
depending upon how you want to look at it. In an aqua
if
lung, you my brother.
if you spend
But you
six
stay your
months
ass out there, I'm not going.
underwater, anytime you come on land, everything is free for you.
No. Be an
You get a
airman. Be an airman.
but
Fly
so
high, bitches.
like I
Fly
said,
high.
my extent of water events is gonna be on a lake kayaking.
Good luck.
I don't I don't know about being in the middle of the ocean fishing and stuff like that because
But, and it's fun. Don't get me wrong. Get on a boat to go fishing. That shit is bro. Hey. Some of the greatest thrills is something like catching on a line and you trying to pull it, and then watching maybe it breaches the water, but or maybe you just pull it up and pull it out. Hey, only thing I always say is just be prepared to see what comes out on the end of that line when you pull it out of the water. But
man.
that is gonna be some.
And
Cause look
then
here, bro. What if it's Matt? Yo, you just don't. Bro.
then I'm gonna be real with you, right? So here goes the dilemma I'm in. You know me, I,
Yeah, you
whatever
about to
happens,
make. Yeah, you about to make this a little. Yeah,
whatever
go ahead. Go
whatever
ahead.
happens at the moment happens in the moment.
It's
You
about
know
to
how I get down, son. I'm like
Jay
trying to
about to have
brand.
something happen to you. Yeah,
So
go ahead.
let's just say I'm fishing, right? So one, I mean, I've seen a lot of shows on how to fillet a fish, how to gut a fish. I'll be by the beach, boy.
And again, that's the cool. Oh wait, is that your summertime thing or is that your fishing thing?
I don't know. He don't fit. He's saying he don't. That's that person saying they don't fish.
Oh,
They just be
okay. If
by
you
the beach.
don't, I get you. Right? If it's a
So,
summertime thing, hopefully your ass ain't out there getting sunburned.
so all right. So, let me say I got my fish right. Boom. I got him. Boom. I see him. I get him out the water. Do I keep him or do I got to hook and unhook and throw him back in?
Catching release is always not a. It's not a bad thing. If you're not into eating fish, I
I like
understand.
eating fish. So let me ask you this. What do I do once I catch him? Right, he got the hook all in him. He flapping, he jumping, he slimy, he wet. The fish, he flapping. I got him. Boom, I got him. Right. Do I take a little baseball bat, little mini club, and bust him in the head?
Why must I deal with this?
I'm asking, bro. Come on, son.
Come on, man. What you mean? Do you need a little bat to beat the fish up? You just
I
caught
ain't
the
saying beat him.
motherfucker,
No,
took
no,
him
no.
out of it. You just took him out the water. That he just take the hook out
uh,
his mouth, put him in
uh.
the bucket,
How
man.
you take him out? I'm saying how I take the hook out. He
Man,
flapping,
if you
he
got a
moving.
glove or a hand, you just grab it, and then you take the hook out, and then you put him in where he got to go. If he's a big fish, you grab him like he's a big fish, and then you take the hook out, and then you
I'm
put him
just
where he
saying.
needs to go. But depends
I
on
mean,
what kind of fish you caught. You can't be, bruh.
what you mean?
Respect the damn laws of disrespect
All right.
nature.
I'm asking. That's what I'm asking, bro. Because I don't
What you
know. Like,
asking? What you asking? What you trying to figure out?
look, because I'm trying. So I got my basketball, right? My basketball pillow.
That's a
So
basketball.
so my fish come out. Yeah, because I'm about to get a basketball rim in here. I'm about to start shooting some hoops. But anyway, that's a different time, different story, different moment. so, so I got the fish out. He flapping. I'm trying to get the hook out. I can't take like a little bust him in it. Boom. He go to sleep.
I mean, it just depends on what kind of fish you caught. You don't gotta bust a fish in the head.
So what? So talk to me, man. Like, what fish don't you bust in the head, Joe?
Oh boy, there's that now. Okay, that's summertime. Okay, all right.
I ain't trying to catch no nasty ass fish. Give me that joint cooked already. See,
hey, catch a catch a fish for somebody and they feed them for a day. Teach a motherfucker how to fish.
See, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn right now. So, what kind of fish do I bust in the head, and what fish don't I bust?
That mean that's a big fish you finna bust if you need to bust them in the head. And I promise you, if you busted them, he probably got teeth, so you might want to be kept. But all of them got teeth, so everything got teeth. So I'm just saying, bro. But I mean, I don't know how big that fish is, Jay. Some fish you can just pull on the boat, and then you just grab them and pop the hook. Some fish is big enough to get popped in the fucking head. I can't give you one name fish that you could pop. They not all. They are all meant to be beat up.
You know what I'm gonna
do? To be caught. What do you want me to tell you?
Nah, you remember that movie No Country for Old Men? And he had that compressor, the air compressor. Remember that movie No Country for Old Men?
Movie fan. I told you, Dad, I don't be doing TV movies.
Well,
I know who the movie. That's the motherfucker that was riding around in the country and he was right. And that was the crazy dude, and he was going in and whacking folks, right? And
he was whacking folks, but he had an air compressor. And he would put it to their head and just I would do that to all the fish.
I don't know how you put a nigga in the desert with somebody in a boat fishing. You ain't getting me, Jay.
Never said
you ain't getting me, Jay. No, you're not getting me, Jay, because I don't understand how the motherfucker in the desert is gonna talk to somebody who's catching fish.
No, I'm not talking about him in the desert. I'm just saying I'm gonna have his equipment. He had the same joint he had. He had an air compressor, and I'm just gonna start putting. Because you saw my teeth got fish, and I'm trying to get the hook out. Teeth gonna bite me. Listen, Unc,
what do you do with the air compressor? You gonna air him to death?
I'm gonna put it right to his head. It's gonna be so much pressure, and it's gonna give a boom. It's gonna knock the fish out. I'm gonna get my hook out. I'm gonna keep going. But for real, let me ask you a question though.
I never thought about that, but that would work, Jay. I ain't gonna say it wouldn't. That would do the job, Jay.
See, I'm telling you,
you have a whole bunch of fish guts all over the place, but I'm
no. See, it's just one shot right here, so
right in the middle of the head, right in the middle.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna catch him one time. Pow.
All right, Jay. Well, you can't throw him back, so you got to eat him if you give him.
I don't plan on throwing any fish back, bro.
All right, so you trying to catch him to be?
I'm catching, keeping. I'm. You
All right. No problem.
Oh, I'm hunter. This hunter gatherer right here. I
just want you over there air compressing fish for no fucking reason, bro.
I'm not doing this for fun. and then what I do is see. I'm the type that I'll catch maybe about three to five for me. And then I'll catch another 3 or 4 to donate to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I'll hook up the land. I give back to the universe.
Word.
I respect the universe. But see, I want to get nice with it so I can fillet it and then throw the guts in the ocean. Feed the ecosystem.
See, that's what we used to do in Japan when I was in Okinawa. Go right off the boat.
So how you talk to me? How you fillet your fish, bro?
I mean, you gotta just follow the body of the fish. Just get in there and cut off the fins, the dorsals and the pectoral fins, and get the side fins.
What you mean? I ain't
Right.
nobody
Oh,
torturing fish.
hey, glad you. Yeah, bro. There you go. Straight giving the fish the saw treatment. This nigga over here,
Wow. I'm not.
straight, straight
See,
torture.
nah, I'm asking questions.
Waterboarding fish, yo. He over here air drying fish out.
Hi, Mandy.
Hey,
Mandy, how you
hey.
feeling?
Hi, Mandy.
Mandy,
We
what's
talking about
going on?
fishing, Mandy.
Cause I really miss you, Mandy.
Ain't nobody singing. Mandy. He's over here air compressing fish to death. Like he said, told you he was in there eating. Yeah, yo.
Jack back.
Yo, bro, listen, hold on. There was nothing wrong with bro. Yeah, we was on the boat catching fish, and the first mate would gut the fish right there, y'all. Get it ready. Boop, boop, boop. Get it down. Because that's Mandy down the block. Yeah, so yeah, but yeah,
you had it over there hating on my singing, man.
Yeah. So, but yeah, yeah. So, hey, if y'all just got on, we was just asking a question. What did y'all like to do during the summertime? We did discuss, and Manny, we brought up going to the school and going to get the lunches and going to play, playing on the field. So we brought that up and swimming at the park.
But we not gonna switch up from this fishing topic though, bro.
No,
so
okay, we can talk about that for a minute.
What is the best time? Like, why people be going fishing 3 o'clock in the morning? Saying like you.
Well, I'm always gonna believe like we always had that moniker, the early bird catches the worm. Well, the fish like to eat early because they can see the smaller fish off the reflection of the sun coming up. So they feed early. So they come up high and you can get out there in those spots to go and put yourself in a position.
So
of course,
are you one of those cheaters?
All boat captains have, they got GPS and they got sensors and they got the radars.
Yeah, I was about to ask, are you one of those cheaters that put the radar? That put the radar on the water.
You got your depth measures that goes out there to measure the depth of the water, and then they always try to see the bodies, as far as if there's any, see if there's any density out there, and usually if it's moving, that's a good thing. Yeah, in the complete dark. We spoke about the darkness. We did speak about the darkness. We did.
In the middle
of the black water, bro.
Moonlight just reflecting off the water. So
for a megalodon to come up and take
what's the biggest fish? What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
Mine, I caught the biggest fish I ever caught was a 34-pound barracuda.
A barracuda?
Yeah, I caught a 34-pound barracuda.
Barracuda's like this big?
No, bro. That barracuda was 6 feet 2 inches long. I caught a 6'2" barracuda.
That barracuda taller than you.
And you did not see its teeth. You did not see its mouth. Yo, there's a lot of things in the water we can't be messing with. I'm glad we had him on the hook, and I'm glad I had a captain and a mate who knew how to get that. When we got him on the boat, we knew I'm a fisherman. I know what I gotta do. Bruh, there are some sites that you just can't be ready for. When a barracuda, if y'all need to look it up, go look up what a barracuda looks like.
And they swim super fast, y'all. They not slow.
It's a line fish. I call it a line. Yeah, it's a line fish.
Yeah, it's a streamlined fish.
And the mug moves like it's a bull. And it's got teeth like needles, and the teeth are like real damn sewing needles. And there's a lot, and they're long, and them fuckers are pointy, and they mean business if they on your ass. I don't care if you're a fish, a man. If it coming, it's coming. So yeah, I had that. Now I've seen big fish, Jay. I've seen big fish. I've been out there when we were catching yellow and bluefin tuna I've seen
All right.
mahi
So
mahi. I've
so
seen
how
big
big?
fish, bro.
How
I've
like?
seen big
Because
fish.
I be watching it on TV. How big is a tuna?
Tunas can get big, bro.
Like I
Tunas can
know,
be,
bro.
tunas can be as honestly, tunas can be as big as your arm. Tunas can be a full arm. Tunas are as big as you and I as humans. Okay, average a good school of tuna. If you start going low and you try to get down to the big baby to the big monsters, oh, they can reach anywhere between 4 feet and 8 feet. They could be
All right.
anywhere between 6 pounds and 400 pounds, 500 pounds. I've seen tuna pulled in. I've been on a boat where I've seen a 250-pound fish get pulled in. I've been out there on charter trips where I see
Now
people bring
see,
back fish that are fucking monsters.
I wanna
Monsters.
I wanna cheat. You know what I'm saying? I want to cheat. I want to go with a salmon, try to go upstream and just get me a net and catch me like 3 or 4 of them and
That's
just bounce.
fishing. I don't care how you
And
do it. That's
then I
fishing.
bounce before the
Done.
bears come.
Yeah, go out there to Washington, get up there in them Oregons and
Nah. But see, I gotta be in and out though, because when the bears come, I want to be long gone, brother.
believe me, bear ain't coming. Yeah, the bear be where you need not to be, so you'll be okay. If you saw one, you would get out of there quick though, cause
Listen,
you
I'm
do
be
look
looking
like
like
a Slim Jim nigga. They come
what?
to
I be strapped up
hey,
like War
hey, strap
Machine.
my ass. You look like a big brown Slim Jim. They
I
come to
be
your little thing.
I have a
What?
bazooka
You
and a
go
grenade.
ahead. You can bazooka. You think Yogi going?
Boom!
Hey,
Yep, Yogi gonna
hey,
get a
yo,
bazooka.
boo, boo. Look at that skinny one right there,
Yep,
yo.
he gonna get a
With the
listen.
glasses, get that one.
Boo Boo gonna get a grenade,
They
and
coming
Yogi
to
gonna
get
get
you.
is
Coming
gonna
to
get
get you. You
a
said a
bazooka.
bazooka while you trying to catch a salmon. You can't shoot the bazooka because you got the damn fish net
That's what you
wrapped up
think.
around
I'm gonna
your ass.
have clay
You
mines and
gonna
all that
you
stuff.
gonna be okay, Omaha
You
Bob.
you as soon as you
Okay.
cross that clay mine, that
Okay,
claymore,
Omaha Bob. Fuck about if
what?
you want to.
Tell you pull out that bazooka.
Hey, you mess around if you want to out there, Samurai Bob. You
Nah.
don't get it.
So let me ask you: would you ever be wild and do that? You know how they be having that catfish, and they go fishing. They put their hand in and they let the catfish bite
Noodling?
them.
You talk about noodling?
I don't know what it's
They call
called.
that noodling, bro. They call
I
that
call it
noodling.
stupidity.
That's noodling. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that there right there for them people that that's for them people over there. Cause first thing is first. What's the first thing you notice that they doing that I know that I'm not gonna do? And I'm pretty sure most of y'all know me.
They
Where they
blind.
at?
They
They
blind.
where
They in
they
the
at?
one. They in the swamps. In the water.
One,
In the water. In the swamp. And
two.
and they blindly putting their hand in a hole or in the water and letting the fish bite them.
Let's be clear about one thing. What is usually in water with catfish?
Alligators.
Word up.
And you
Jay,
might catch a snapping turtle hanging out somewhere.
come on, man. Have you seen some of these places where they got some of these fish and some of these things, right?
And the
Now it's
water
bad enough.
and the
It's
water's
bad enough.
brown.
Now I can understand. It might be kind of interesting and it might be exciting for some folks, but I'm not planning on sticking my arm and my hand down the throat of some 75-pound blue catfish. First of all, that shit looks scary as I'm not allowing something to try to engulf me. I have enough fear of jaws as it is to think that I want to stick my hand in the mouth. Have you seen the size of some of these fish they be pulling out of that water? Jay, I ain't never seen nothing like what they be pulling out. And I know they got big catfish in these goddamn waters. So that's crazy. No,
Yeah.
no.
I
And
don't
then,
want no
like you
parts of
just
it.
said, I'm not getting in none of these waters, bro. Bro? I don't know where they be. Most of the time, they down there in them southern states doing that noodling, bruh. In them southern states, there ain't nothing in that water healthy. Giant gar, giant sturgeons, giant crocodiles, giant alligators, giant catfish. giant snapping. Look, bro, everything that
Listen,
I just
and don't
named is
forget about snakes.
prehistoric,
Don't forget
bro.
about snakes.
Prehistoric.
Don't forget about snakes.
We talking dinosaurs and monsters, bro. Nope, 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 nope. I'll go fishing. I will catch one of them 75-pound blue monsters or them damn
So,
gray catfish on a testing
let me
line.
ask you this: you've been around the world. You a G. You international G.
Word.
You a triple OG on as far as foreign affairs. Would you ever go fishing in the Amazon?
Yes. And I got a best friend
Ah,
that I me and
you
him. And listen, he
crazy.
wants to go out there. He wants to catch
Piranhas?
no, not piranhas, the arowanas fish.
I
Those are
don't
those
know.
big long ass ones that look like sea snake serpents. He has promised me he's going to make one in his he loves animals. He loves animals, and he is going to quote unquote grow him a dinosaur. And he wants to start with a arowana. I believe him. Dorian Pollard, I believe you, my brother. You will do it. He is going to
Hey,
go.
I
He's
just
going to
wanna
create a dinosaur.
I wanna apologize to your friend right now if I ever
Don't
did
don't
anything wrong
apologize.
to
He
him.
ain't taking
No,
apologies.
no. No, listen. I don't know if I ever offended him in life. If I ever did, I'm sorry. I
No,
didn't mean it.
you won't. You have it. You
He don't
have it.
even know me, but I just want to say I'm sorry, bro.
You don't,
You talk
no,
about
don't
going
believe
to
me.
the Amazon.
Dorian is not being. He don't want nobody's apologies. He's finna go create Jurassic Park. I'm gonna be with him. I'm gonna document it because I'm gonna be the dude to see. Like, see, he said he was gonna do it. I told you, motherfuckers. He did it. So
Yeah, yeah.
he gonna create a fish that big. Yeah, bro. So I believe him. I believe him. Go D. I'm with you, Dorian. We gonna do this shit. We can go
Yeah,
still
yeah.
go catch you too.
I'm with you too, player. Just remember me. Make sure
Yeah, that was Jay. That was Jay that said go get it. Jay said go get
go get it.
it.
Follow your dream.
Go
Just
get
make
it.
sure I'm gonna give you one of my t-shirts or all your dinosaurs and smell it and they know I'm cool.
Word up. There you go.
All right. Nah. But that's what's up, man. I obviously, I appreciate the knowledge and the information about fishing and stuff like that.
Mm.
Maybe one day, man, I come out there to DC, man. We get out there in the water, Unc.
We go to Potomac, but they got to go back in out to Potomac, bro. They do catch them monsters out here. Matter of fact, I see a guy on YouTube a lot this
Listen,
big brother who's out there catching them, and
what
he be catching big ass fish, bro. Again, blue catfish that are about a good 20 to 40 pounds, bro. That be some
what did,
bottom monsters.
what did my man Otis say? Sitting on the dock of the bay,
He's sitting
watching
watching
the
them
tide
fish
roll
swim
away.
away.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Ooh,
be getting no.
ooh,
You ain't gonna catch me in the middle of the
ah.
ocean. I'm be sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time.
There
But I
you
ain't
go.
gonna get up there at 5 o'clock in the morning though. You catch me maybe about eight
You gotta go
30.
early so you can be back in time so you can go to the store, get something to eat, and go back and say, damn, I was out there catching all that fish.
What you mean? No, no, no. I'm whenever I get out there, I catch what I eat. If I don't catch nothing, I'm not eating nothing.
So she might not get out there and catch nothing.
I'm catching something. If I got to jump off the pier and get into the water and fight a fish,
Oh, bro, go ahead. You keep talking that. Go ahead. All right. You keep
put
talking
a
about
fish.
jumping off the pier. You ain't never seen nobody jump off the pier to go get no fish, have you?
Listen, if I gotta eat, I gotta eat. Put a fish in the Fort Nelson. Oh, you coming back to land with me?
I'm hoping to say, go ahead. I know there's gonna be somebody in the comments and be like, that fool right there. He gonna jump in. I told you he looked like a Slim Jim to Jaws. I know he do.
Um, good, good. You
Ooh,
ever,
boy. Look at
son?
that brown
You know
pepperoni
what?
stick right
You know
there.
what's gonna happen? I'm gonna punch a shark dead in the nose.
You gonna get you
Or
are gonna be a statistic.
or fingers in the gills.
Okay, Aquaman. Okay, Aquaman.
Yo,
I
think
got
about
you.
it.
Okay,
Yo,
Aquaman.
I thought about this one day on one of my hikes. See, this is why I go hiking. right?
You talk about hiking, about stabbing and grabbing a fish. You already
Listen,
on some other shit. You ready? I need you to get no more of those fresh mushrooms off the side of the tree,
yo,
bruh. You better name them
you
before you
stupid.
go out there.
Yeah.
Don't be messing with
How
nothing.
long?
Hey,
Listen, hear me out. Just hear me out. I ain't asking you to agree with me. I'm just asking you to hear me out. People in the podcast world, in the universe, hear me out, right? So, sharks has been around since the dinosaurs, right?
I'm
They've been around.
listening. I'm not gonna add to that.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just saying sharks been around for. We
yeah.
can confirm that sharks been around for millions of years, right?
Sharks has probably been here for a while.
Right. They are apex predators, right? Pretty much nothing but dolphins and
Orcas.
orcas really mess with sharks, right?
Mm.
So that means they're not used to getting into fights. They usually just whooping ass and keep going, right? So,
But where's the camera? Am I
listen,
looking at the camera?
You looking at the camera? Listen. So the moment a shark run up on you, right? If you attack it first before it attacks you, he gonna be like, "Oh snap! Oh wait, I ain't used to this. Oh, I don't know how to fight. I'm out." Hence, hand in the gills, punch in the nose. You good?
You good. I am going to sit on the side of the bay with my camera, with my little iPad, and be like, "There go Jay,
Yeah,
fighting the fish."
and winning, and winning, and winning. Make sure you put that in and winning.
Okay.
Listen, y'all. This is
Oh,
why the
oh.
virtual man cave is such a wonderful place, y'all. We just be cracking jokes, having
Hey,
fun.
he did. Hey, he didn't even drop the disclaimer, y'all. And I'm gonna put it out there today. This time it's D. Riggers' disclaimer. Some of the
Okay.
things that are going to be said and heard on this show are the thoughts and the opinions of people that are here, and that's that. Some of this shit may sound a little ridiculous, a little crazy. If I ain't say it, I ain't say it. That's all I'm telling you. Jay, on
Listen,
the other hand,
and if I said it,
he fighting fish, y'all. He fighting fish. He really
listen,
fighting fish. You go, boy.
with brass knuckles and baseball
You
bat.
go. How are you? First of all, nigga, you weigh just about 170 pounds wet. I don't know how you plan on swimming with all this shit on you, and then think
And
that
then,
you gonna, and then
yo,
think that you got an actual chance
brass
to
knuckles,
gill up a fish with your
gill
finger.
them up, gill them up, just like that.
All right, Aquaman, you got it.
You know what? It always be that one non-believer.
Hey, bro, and I think I got a legitimate reason not to believe your ass this time, Jay. You ain't gonna make it, man. You not gonna make it. You not. You ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, I can't even keep a straight. Wait, I can't even keep a straight face while I try to run with this.
I was ready to ride with you for a half a
No,
second,
you
but then you
wasn't. No,
did,
you wasn't.
and
You
then
threw
you
me
went
in.
like this. You
You
went,
threw me
what are you
because
doing?
you got to get into the gill. You got to.
And you made the face too. You went, I was like, no, fuck, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it.
It's all about the face.
I'm not even putting you up against. Nigga, you're not making it against Nemo.
When a shark attacks,
Dude,
it's
you're not
blind.
gonna live against Nemo. Nemo got you. Dory.
Listen, Dory don't want none. I pluck her right in the throat before she could call a whale.
Just keep swimming and swimming and swimming. Nigga, you better swim fast.
I ain't worried about Nemo. He got a baby.
I hope
fish.
you can swim fast.
Nemo gonna swim in a circle. Listen, I don't swim. I glide on top of water.
Okay. Shit. All right, Flipper. You tripping.
I mean, you gonna ask me something. You gonna ask me something silly like I hope I swim fast.
I ain't trying to ask you. I'm just saying. I hope you swim fast because you gonna have to do something.
Listen, you see how
you gonna have to do
Silver
something,
Surfer be gliding through the galaxies on his surfboard.
Yeah, but I also realized that nigga's a comic book character. He ain't got no day off on his head.
You know
He a
what?
little, he a silver motherfucker. You ain't
You just a
silver at all.
I know.
You really look like a big brown
Black.
worm. They finna get your monkey ass. They gonna eat you.
I ain't got to worry about it.
Bruh.
I ain't got to worry about it because if you with me, they gonna have a nice good
I'm not.
meal with you.
AJ, first rule of thumb. Don't be adding me to none of your
Oh,
crazy.
I'm adding you just said.
Doc,
Wait,
I'll
you
watch
just
you.
said a little while ago you're gonna be recording, so that means you're around.
I'm on that, and to get me, I'm recording. I ain't out there with you.
It be your own peoples, y'all.
And you just get first person to tell you too. Oh, it's coming. It's coming, Jay. It's coming.
And then you know what you're going to know I'm gonna do? I'm gonna squabble up. I'm just like, Unc, throw on my K dot.
It ate him.
Squabble up.
Ooh, it just bit his leg. This dude is fighting the fish.
What you mean? A fish ain't got no legs. I can't bite no fish leg.
The fish bit your leg, nigga. Ain't nobody talking about a fish's leg.
I'm not
nobody
bit,
say
player.
a fish's leg.
I know because you just said, "Ooh,
it bits your ass. It's about to eat."
You didn't hear what you just said.
He's
you messed
gonna
up.
Eat me.
No, you messed up because you just talking about, oh, it bit his leg, son. I'm not getting bit, and fishes ain't got no legs. So, what you saying?
We finna change this because I'm pretty sure you ain't been in the water with no fish recently. You need some fish. You need some fish etiquette, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with
you.
you.
You're gonna be a fish flake.
All jokes aside. All jokes aside. Not even playing no more.
You ain't going in that water. I know you ain't.
But yeah, I don't get in water past. I don't get into the ocean past my knees, bro. Okay, and that this is the truth.
You want to go put the hand to death.
Listen, all that other stuff I was talking, that is just for entertainment purposes only. I'm silly. I like to crack jokes. I like to have a good time. The truth of the matter is,
very much,
I do not get in the ocean, and the water does not get past my knees.
Okay? I can tell by his hair, man. Even coming out his hat, you know he ain't getting in the water.
Listen, I ain't worried about my hair. Frizzy. I don't care about that. I can wash it, get it rebraided. I had a bad experience one time when I was a little kid at Jones Beach. I was out there. I had to be.
Everybody have a bad experience at Jones Beach from New York.
Because you know what it is? Because that's one of the only beaches that's one of the main beaches.
Yeah, that is one.
And two, the current out there is something serious. It is not nothing to play with.
They do got some waves out of Jones Beach.
Yeah, it's not even waves. It's just aggressive water. Yeah. So one time I was out there, and I was out there with my summer camp. So obviously I was young, having a good time swimming and stuff like this. This is when you don't know nothing about a riptide or anything like that, undercurrents and whatnot. I got caught in the riptide, and I went from going straight really slow to why it looked like the land getting further and further away.
That's going sideways for no reason, and back.
I was going straight back, and I'm like, I was going forward 2 seconds ago. Why am I going back even further?
You thought you were swimming.
Yeah. So
I shouldn't laugh. Actually, I shouldn't laugh because that's a very common way.
Yeah, it's a common way.
Yeah, it's a common way for people to get hurt at the beach.
The only way I got back to land is because a big wave came through and it literally just pushed me up and over. And I was swimming with the wave because I was scared that I was on land. Like, you know how the wave would to push you back on shore? I was still swimming while I was on shore because I was scared. And for the rest of the day, I didn't get back in the water.
Most of the time I would be sitting there with the funny face, Jay, but that's more realistic than
that really happened. That's why I don't get in the water past my knees.
That's a pretty much a typical Jones Beach story because I know once you get caught up and you do have to body surf back over to the
wave.
It will body surf you. It will body surf you for real. It will body surf you.
Just for a future reference, if anybody ever gets caught in the rip current, don't fight the rip current. Go left or go right. Swim sideways out of it.
With an angle toward the shore. with an
Yes.
angle toward, not go straight to the shore,
Not go straight.
angle, like he's saying, take
90
it to the one
degrees
of the sides
something.
and just take a
Yeah.
nice little cut
And get
and just
away
keep
from
trying to line
the house.
yourself up to walk out. That's right. Try to get
Yeah.
to the out. That's right. That's
But
right.
that's enough about our traumatic experience, my traumatic experiences.
It
And
definitely is.
I just want to let y'all know I ain't fighting no fish, y'all. I was just playing.
Yeah, get that fish, Jay. Get that fish.
Now, the next question that we got for you guys tonight is: do you think the excessive use of profanity has caused a decline in R&B music?
Now I kind of want to mix this up, and I had this question in my head. I discussed this to make this question a little bit, dramatic. We know how rap music started. I know that most folks have listened to Run DMC and Eric B. and Rakim, and you know that there wasn't really a lot of cursing that was in our music back in the day. Rap music, R&B, however you have it, but because that there's a freedom of speech that is in our Constitution, and as music is created, they allowed music to be rated. So with that, when that came about, that allowed people to exercise their voice when they're singing. Freedom is a freedom of singing is a freedom of expression, and they're allowed to put what you want out there. So my question, as music has gone through here in the last couple of decades, there was a big popularity in music in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, but we've watched music also decline, not only in what we would call the the general basis of the music itself, but a lot of the words, a lot of the subjects in the music has really changed. And profanity is used regularly now. It's even to the point where you can hear it on the radios when it's being played publicly. So I felt like cursing uh, has been a big issue within it. I know it grows up as you're an adult. You can hear the things that you want to hear in music, whenever you're talking and everything. But I also feel that based on the music that we used to listen to or do we do listen to, it's kind of degraded it to the point where you don't want to hear it no more. You forgot what the melody and you forgot what the lyrical, contents of music is and the beauty of the sounds that it makes, because you're too busy interested in hearing what the next profanity is going to be, or how the lyrics have, what kind of meaning innuendo to them. So I was asking and I was just wondering how people felt. Um, do you think, Jay, that music has declined um, in this period of time? Or like I said, do you feel cursing is the big factor in it changing the way it is?
Um, I don't think it necessarily declined. I think it's changed.
Mm.
It definitely has changed. Um, it went from what's that song I was just listening to? Oh, make my love come down. Ooh, you make my
Heavily
love
Champagne King, yes.
come down. To bust it open, eat it now, make me come. Make me come on your face. It got real vulgar now.
Yeah, that was Jay singing that. That wasn't me, man. That was Jay.
Yo, Vince, why you gotta do me like that, Vince?
Hey, you got vocals, man. I ain't hating.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, nephew.
Yeah,
Yo, Vince is my dog, man. That's why Vince my dog, nephew. That's my dog.
He might well come and look now, so he gonna call you.
You getting R&B business, man.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. See?
That's
It's
the
that
nice
shit.
thing about podcasts. You can go live and all kind of stuff could be happening. Like your bushhead son walk by
Hey, don't
with
hate on
with,
me.
with Arizonas with some
Don't
Arnold
hate.
Palmer's in
Don't
his
hate on
hand.
his. Yeah. Don't hate.
Hey,
'Cause
can you get me a bottle of water out of there, please, while you're there? Thank you.
Why not?
but
It's the fridge.
but I definitely
No,
do
there's a
think.
beer in there. That's fine.
It's covered.
I
Okay.
definitely do believe though that the vulgarity of music though has changed, but I think society has accepted. Now me personally, I liked it when it was more creative when they came up with different ways to express themselves, and they was talking about various sexual acts or something of that nature, or when they were trying to holler at a woman, instead of just being so for me, just disrespectfully direct.
Yes.
Have a little. I mean, I grew up on when you had to have game when you talk. You had to be smooth, man. You had to, you had to be coolest of the cool. Your vocab, your vernacular had to be kind of ill, man. Now it's just like they accept disrespect, and I don't like it because now it lowers the standards for men and women, for both.
Right.
You
Right.
shouldn't let nobody call you out your name in a derogatory way and you respond to it or you think it's cute. Because whatever you let them call you is what you have to stand on. And don't call me anything less than a god. That's all I got to say.
I'm with you on that, Jay. I mean, actually, to tell you the truth, I think that it takes away from the skills of the word. Yes, very much. Hey, thank you, man. Yeah,
Exactly, Mandy.
I was really about to go right there because I was about to say that this is one of the things that has me when you used to be able to. And Jay, this is like on your level about how words could make a difference on how you talk to people. Take lyrics that were done by Prince. It wouldn't be so much that it was so sexually driven by him saying something like inserting something or talking about a genitalia or anything like that. But what he did was he made your mind picture what you saw or what you would believe to be as that sexual innuendo. And he put it to you in such a vocabularily driven state that the words turned you out. It was you were able to picture what he was saying in your mind, and that was what led you to having the feelings and the thought because you can actually think about what he was saying, and it would turn you on. Whereas when you now hear people singing and they are being very direct, and although we are using it in conversation a lot, I do say that in conversation we are more now generally used to saying the F word, and we do around here a lot. We do say, and we do say damn and shit and whatever other curse words that are used out there. But in music, it takes away from the beauty of the music when everything is so like pointing in your face, like it's so direct, because it's a lot different to tell your woman that you are going to sexually drive them crazy, getting them into bed and undressing them and doing what you're going to do to them in that kind of manner instead of just saying, go rip clothes off, take off that thumb, put my thing up in it and bong, bong, bong. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being very generalistic about how I was saying that because we know we've heard lyrics that are far worse. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the style of music is I again music. I don't want to be because as an old head, I sound like I'm hating when I say I don't like new music. I'm gonna tell y'all now I don't like new music. I don't want to be an old head, but I am. But I also am going to
You're
defend all
all here.
that I do listen to because I do believe that there's a lot more. Um, there's a lot more style. There's a lot more charisma, and there's a lot more that was being presented back in the day. I missed, and you guys have been on the show and heard me talk about how I like old school, what happened to our old school music, what happened to like R&B, slow soul groups that sang slow jams, and how come nobody presents and makes love songs anymore? What happened to all that? To me, I think that the availability of curse words and to be able to talk more regular in a song has created a bit of a dystopian way of us having to hear it and not really enjoying how it would seduce us into
Now,
thinking the things that we would like to think about when we hear
I
music.
will say, despite the popular music that's being pushed, on the mainstream, there are artists though that still have that old school R&B cadence.
And
that
I
old
and I
school
and I and I
R&B
re- and
flow.
I know that. And I, you know what? And Jay, to tell you the truth, I've been dabbling a little bit more recently than I had in a lot of in the. I tell you what, in the past 3 or 4 years, easy, I have been kind of like disheveled by the music, but I do now notice some of these artists I think that you're talking about today that are trying to bring back,
Right.
that style of music. There are a few out there. I am not going to be so woefully ignorant to try to name some of these singers now. I'm not really as familiar with
I
them
can't.
as I used to be because they're not who I was picking. Yeah. So,
Of
and
course,
yes, man,
and
see, uh, 90s, 80, I'm putting 80s music in there too, yo. I'm sorry. I have to put 80s music in with 90s music. Those 2 decades. Those 2 decades
it was
may have
very,
created
it's
some of the
very diverse.
greatest music we have ever heard on any level at any time in the musical industry. Because there was true
True
songwriting,
artists.
there was true
Yeah,
artists, there was true songwriting abilities that were being displayed.
they had the
There
freedom
was
to
true,
create.
there was true artists who were playing music, playing instruments at that time. And again, being the fact that I am a Prince fan, I am very biased about how that dude did, but I am very much in love with music. And we've watched and heard music change so drastically in from the 80s and the 90s to where we are today in the 2020s. It's really,
Yeah,
I would hope that I would hope that, like everything else, there's a swing back to styles of old, and I'm hoping that it will get back to that point. Um, or what I would also like to say is that if there's new artists that are planning to get out there now, take notice of these older groups. Listen to some of this music. It's not bad to copy or to simulate, just
listen,
can't
you
grab
wouldn't
somebody else and
you
do
wouldn't
their
mind
stuff.
hearing another Al Green, another Otis Redding,
There's a
a little
couple of young brothers that I
little
heard
Teddy
that
P.
have really
Yeah,
some crooners, some real singers,
they
you
got
know,
this
except
young
for that
brother out
Mug
now.
Day. Yeah,
He
who?
sound like Al Green. I
Which
forgot his
one?
name. I forgot the young brother's name, but there's a young brother out here that they say he sounds just like Al Green. And I mean, he is. They say he on point.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, if there was one dude right now that I would always give that ballad, you know, I gotta give Bruno Mars a lot of credit. I know he in a lot of trouble recently with in the business and stuff, but as a singer, yo, bro, that dude he be putting music down. He really do, and his voice is very much something that falls in to something that everybody likes. So that's a good thing. And Anderson Paak, when they were singing all that Sonic, what's
Yeah,
that? It was it, Sonic, is that what's the name of that? Sonic something one?
Soul Sonic or something like that.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. Hey, bro, I actually like some of that they sing because they've had some nice lyrics, some nice ballads together. You know what I'm saying? Some of them songs have been real tight. So I'm really trying to bring myself around to it, but I do believe that when there's less profanity in the music, it's a little bit easier to get the contents of the song itself lyrically, and that helps. But I'll say
Lee
it in a little
Lee
bit.
Fields. That's his name. That's a young brother who sounds like Al Green.
What is it?
His name is Lee Fields.
Okay, Lee Fields. Okay, all right. It'd be something that I gotta look into. Like I said, it's into me. But like I said, I just can't remember a time in music where it's just been pushed away. Reenie. Who's
I don't
Reenie?
know who that.
It got to be somebody that's out. See, again, like I said, I'm not so familiar with it. And
Yeah.
Mandy, I'm sure that you You put it out there. So if you're saying that, I'm pretty sure that it got to be good because you're saying,
I
yeah.
only need R&B music to set the mood and get the panties off.
Oh, okay. We Reggie, AKK the Mac,
Player.
player. Yo, he's in there. Look, he just the only thing he need is a bass line. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Go ahead, Bear. Go on, Gravy White. I hear you. Whatever, baby. I don't need no
Whatever.
All right, there you go.
Oh, keep loving
All
you.
right, that works for you. I mean, I only need R&B. No profanity. So you ain't got to tell her, huh? You ain't got to use the
Be
F
like,
word.
turn off the lights
You ain't got to use, you ain't got to go put your thing in her
and light a
thing or whatever they gonna
candle.
say.
But he probably do raise his voice. I said, turn the lights off.
Yo, hey, Reggie, you out there telling her, you got what I need. and Tay, could you imagine Teddy Pendergrass cussing at somebody down like they was doing it? Like there's a song come on. Turn off the light. Bitch, get the lights off now. Yo, bro, really?
You imagine him telling you, you got what I want.
What I want. Teddy would have, I don't know if the women out today would have been able to handle them some Teddy.
Nah, they would have been
Actually,
scared.
it ain't gonna be dying because there'll probably be a stud group out there be like, shut up, Teddy, and take this stamper.
So
Teddy go from you got to like, okay.
he's like, I'm gonna walk out the door.
I'm gonna walk out
and turn the lights back on. This is one of the favorite parts of the show right here. This is one of the main reasons why we started the show. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the moments that we love talking about, and this is Unc's words of wisdom.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, shit. Let me get ready. Yeah, cussed. Okay, hold on. Get my seating correct. All right. You ready, Jay?
We ready, OG.
All right, here we go. Give me a solo on this one, Jay. Let me get the monologue off first. Let me get this thing. Ladies and gentlemen of my fandom here, out here in my audience, I need for y'all to pass this on to whoever has kids in their life. Hey, y'all, do a better job of raising your goddamn kids, okay? Do a much better job of raising your kids. Because in today's society, we need children to understand that shit don't revolve around them. This is not about your kids are too young to be telling you what to do. Your kids are too young to be out here demanding and expecting things because they get it whenever they feel like they're supposed to be getting it. They don't pay no attention to you. They don't listen. Hold on, like I'm gonna yell at mine in a second. Hey man, give me some. Right. See what I mean? That's how you control. How you gotta control them, yo. You gotta control you. You gotta control them. No matter where we go now in society, you gotta bring your kids with you. Take them to stores. You gotta take them to school. You gotta take them to out. And they don't act like they know what guidance is. They just run around and do whatever they want. Then y'all, mothers and fathers, y'all just watch them. Y'all just well, that's my bad. And then you get mad. When you get upset when somebody from the side tries to put that discipline on your kid or try to get your kid to conform to what we need them to do while they're walking around. And you want to get mad. Don't you put your hands on my baby. My baby. Nobody would touch your children. Nobody would mess with yours if yours was under control. And I'm only asking this because there's more young people out here with children, and there's a lot of older folks out here with a lot of children that don't have any control of their kids. So I'm asking you. I'm not telling y'all anything. I can't tell y'all anything. Y'all people are out here doing your thing. You need to do it. But I'm telling you as an uncle, all right? I'm not here to take care of your kid. I'm not here to watch over them and make sure that they do right when they walking around in the street or when they run away from you, or when they get control of your children. Put some discipline and control in their life. Don't be afraid to put the hand on their ass when they acting a fool. Don't be afraid to put in a couple of yelling words and put them in their place. Stop being afraid of being judged by others about you disciplining your children and doing the right thing. Do what's necessary to have good kids listening to parents. Be good parents. Take care of them. All right? And stop expecting people to just be okay with the way they're running around and doing the things that they're doing. Because it looks very, very bad. And it'll be very bad for them. And it's going to be very bad for you too. Stop taking it personally. Ain't nobody, if your kid is bad and you need some help, hey, let somebody help you. All right? But don't sit there and get mad at them when your kid is the one that's causing shit out there in the middle of the street or in the middle of a goddamn crowd or somewhere where there's a bunch of people. Don't expect people to be very nice to you. Oh, I understand that's your baby. No, you should expect people to be mad. Control your kids.
Pretty much.
All right?
Because I'll be real with you, right? Either you discipline your child at home or the streets discipline them outside. And you got to remember, and when I say the streets, that means it could be one of their peers, because they get into an exchange and they don't know how to respond to that situation, and they could get hurt. It could be somebody who's older than them who don't play games with children, right? And that's not going to end well because they don't care about your child, right? It can be an officer of the law because your child did something that was disrespectful, and now the law has to step in, and the law does not love your child. So it's best to have, you do it yourself, right? And you talk to your children, you teach them about respect, manners, and how to carry and conduct themselves. Okay. Keep in mind, if you have somebody in your child's life, let's say it's a basketball coach, after school program, a mentoring program, or whatever it is, and they're telling you things that they see about your child, don't get defensive and think that they're calling you a bad parent. No, no, no. Remember, the key goal is to make this child a better person. Remember, you came to us because you wanted our help, or you wanted our services so your child can be better. So now we're pointing out things that we see that we should work on, which may in turn you have to work on yourself as a parent because your children are nothing more than a reflection of who you are.
That's why.
Okay? They're a mirror. They soak up everything they see you do. Okay? So if there's certain things that if you love your child as much as you say you do, then it's real easy to put in the necessary work to change. And when I say it's easy, it's not easy to change, but the desire and the want to change should be easy.
Now, I'm going to put this out here, Jay, so that they understand where we're coming from. Jay and I are not just talking along the lines of just being black men out here to just handle kids. Jay works with children on an everyday basis. Jay works in a school with kids that have special needs. Okay, Jay is a counselor for kids like this. This is his job. This is his profession. I grew up as a coach. I grew up as a teacher. I grew up working with kids for most of even in the military. I was going and I was helping kids when I was in the military, and I coach basketball, all sports, every level. And again, we're dealing with other people's children in group settings in large areas. You know what I'm saying? In large settings and in things that people are gathered around. And It's not everybody's kid, and it's not all the time that you have to think about their kids being bad. But there are onesies and twosies that get in these, in these groups and tend to show out. It's just natural. Maybe they need some more
You
attention,
know what it is?
more attention than anything, from other folks.
Oh,
But that's what you're trying to control. We don't want them to lose control. And
exactly.
that's what we're trying to point out.
You know what it is? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't believe there's bad children. I just believe that they mimic what they see. And sometimes they see
Excuse me.
things and their young minds can't comprehend how to respond and how to react to it. They don't know what the difference between what's real on the internet and what's fake on the internet and certain things of that nature. Just like how when we was watching TV shows, right? And our parents was, they may see something that we watching when we was growing up, and they say, you better not believe that stuff on TV. That stuff ain't real. So we knew, like we heard it. Now kids have devices and they're in their rooms, and their parents are not even monitoring what they're watching. And some of these kids think this stuff is real.
And they're not even there to ask, because they
Yeah.
don't feel that, since it's being explained to them, it's just a lot more easier for them to get the answer from whatever they're getting, from the source that they're getting it from,
Yep.
instead of getting and going back and bouncing that off of who you think are the most smartest. Most of the time, kids are going to think that their parents are the most smartest persons in the world. That was then. Today, kids know that they don't. Kids are pretty much well aware that they might have parents that are unaware, way less aware than they are about a lot of things.
And that's
And
why you
you
got
know
to
what I'm
make sure
saying? Like you
you
said,
invite
Jay,
kids.
exactly. The ability to have something in your hand. Look, y'all, they gave us the greatest tool in the world, and it might be the most youngest mind might be the most wisest one, because it hasn't been corrupted yet. And when they find a way to learn and they find a way of doing things that is good for them, they do it and they use it. All right. So it's up to us as the older generations to catch up to what's going on and to see what they're learning, get into their world, be with them, and instill the things that y'all know are right, or
Listen,
the
more.
way it's supposed to be, so that they can conform to society, at least to social society. I don't mean that they got to be brainwashed into some of the things, and I'm not trying to be geopolitical here. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about on a political status here. When I'm
No,
talking about,
we're talking about morals and
we're
respect,
talking about moral and respectability about when they
integrity.
walk around. Exactly. Accountability, like
Yeah.
we've been talking about. Again, this is something that we're going to harp on here, because we do feel, as being black men, that it is important in the black man, in the black family, in the black community, that integrity, responsibility, and accountability are three things that mold what our society is. If you don't hear that from a lot of people, it's because they don't practice it a lot. It's not being used enough. And you got to understand that this is what we got to have in order to have a respectable and ascending society. These things got to be in place so that you can get there. And you got to get your children to understand this now too.
Yeah.
So as an adult, as adults, as parents, as those guardians of these young minds, yes, thank you, Mandy. At home, start doing. Don't expect people to do it when they see. You got to do it starting from inside of the house and moving out. Give them something to understand from your mouth, so that they can understand it a lot better. You should be able to explain things to your children. They might not understand the words that are coming out of a teacher's mouth, or a counselor's mouth, or a cop's mouth.
Nobody
But they
knows your
should be able to
children better
understand what
than
you're
you.
saying to them. You should get, and that's why we would like to say, start at
And
home. Please start at home. Get them right before they get
remember,
out there.
you love your kids. The
Yes,
outside
we do.
world doesn't.
They don't have to.
You
They
got to
don't have
remember
to,
that.
Jay. Let's not say that. Let's don't say that they don't love them. Let's just say that they don't have to care. They don't have to love them.
Right.
Okay, they don't have to.
You're
So
right.
we got to provide that. And we're talking. When I say we, I'm talking about from the home, from inside of the house. As parents, we got to be able to give that kind of love and that kind of knowledge to them, to let them know.
And
If you just set them off into the world just to be who they are, they're not going. People are not going to teach them the things that they need to know immediately. It doesn't come like that, you
and
know.
another thing that you parents you got to start doing.
Unholy bailout of the
Right. I want you to think of it like this, right? Because remember, the theme of this is celebrating life, getting a good day. Because rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Yo, when you send your child to school or when you send them to camp, make sure you tell them that you love them. Make sure you tell them that you think they're the greatest person in the world. Make sure you let them know that you love them, you respect them, and you value them, and that you need them. God forbid that's the last time you see your child when they get out that car and they walk away. And imagine if you just yelled at your child because they forgot to put the trash out, they didn't pick up a toy, or you guys are running late. And something crazy happens and you don't see your child that night. You're gonna replay that last conversation over and it's gonna eat you up. Versus if your last conversation, if it's something tragic, that you told your child that you love them, that they're the greatest thing in the world. Will it change the matter and make everything better? No, but you at least have a little bit of peace in your heart, knowing that your child knew that they were loved and that they was
And
protected.
vice versa, yo, because something could happen to you.
Yes,
And then they gotta go and they gotta face these things, and you want them to. It will never be easy because we don't
it
expect
won't.
kids to be thinking as an adult, but at least in their little human being minds, they'll understand where some of this stuff was leading. I had to listen to mom and dad because mom and dad was trying to make sure I did the right thing at the right times when they was telling me this. I see why dad said I should listen and be in control and not get angry. And I understand why mom told me to have compassion and to be clean and to get to places when I needed to on time. And you gotta point these things out, not because you're trying to be mean and everything is regimented because I need you to do it. But there's reasons for you to do these things. Explain these things to them. Give them the knowledge so that they have a clear understanding of where you're trying to get them to do these things and to be a certain way. So
You
that
know,
when that time comes up, they don't have to think twice about why they had to. They'll just know instinctively that
they'll know.
I should act right and I should
One
be this way so that this can go flow and it'll be this way.
one
So
thing I encourage, which is it's my parenting style, right? And I'm not asking anybody to agree with me. You don't have to like it. You don't have to love it. I'm not changing it for anybody. This is how I will always parent my children. You can ask me questions, but you can't challenge me. Okay? You can ask me why. I don't mind why. Why doesn't bother me because you're trying to understand what I want you to do. And I want you to ask me questions. I'm raising leaders. If I tell you to do something and you blindly do it, I kind of get nervous because that means anybody who you think is an authoritative figure, you're going to listen to them blindly. And I don't want that. I want you to have the capability not to challenge me, you know, not to stare me square up and look me in my face and why you want me to do that? Whoa, whoa, hold up. But I want you to question. Ask me a question. Dad, why you want me to take out the trash right now? Or why you want me to do this a particular way? And I'm gonna explain to you, okay, well, right now I might be teaching you discipline. I might be teaching you structure, I might be teaching you order. Okay. Um, Versus, well, I'm telling you to do it this way because this is the safe way to do it. And now if I explain it to you and you understand what we say, oh, teach a man how to if you fish for him, you gotta feed
yeah,
him
first
forever.
he's feeding for a day, yeah. But if you
But if
fuck
I
him
teach him how to
bad,
fish,
you gotta
he's
fish
gonna feed
do
for
it for his life.
himself.
Right.
So if I explain to my son why you do certain things, or I explain to my daughter why we do things in this order, therefore she's gonna remember that skill set. She's not gonna remember my dad yelled at me. No, my dad taught me. My son is not gonna be afraid to ask me a question in life because he knows my dad is gonna teach me. He's not gonna yell at me if I make a mistake. He's not gonna yell at me for asking him a question. You know, so just try to understand that when your kids ask you why, they may just be trying to understand what you want them to do, and they're not trying to disrespect you. Okay, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, and again, like I said, it'll just help us all. It'll help you in the end. It'll help them in the end. You know, and in society, I know again, I don't want anybody to think we're telling you, well, just raise your kids so that they'll be good when they're out there. It's not possible. I'm not expecting it because I don't know how people are in a lot of places. But I will say this: a lot of people will look at you and they'll be like, "Wow, you have a really well-mannered child in your presence." When they're out here, they really know how to act really well, and they really seem to listen to you really well. You know, and that's a lot better than the goddamn control that little wild ass kid you got over there. Why everybody, oh, I gotta yell at your boy and you ain't doing nothing about it.
Yeah,
Man, nobody wants to be embarrassed, but don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. This is 2025, and I'm pretty much sure most folks now are tired of the crap that we go out here, and this is the kind of thing that we gotta expect. It's bad enough that kids don't look up to people anyway because their heads are buried in their phones or their iPads.
no, they
As
look
it
up to
is. But
entertainers
if
and they
they
look up to influencers.
yeah, but it would be nice that if they did look up and they did see somebody, they wave, they say hello, or if somebody spoke to them, they'd speak back if they're with you, especially if they're with you. I would rather your kid be like hello if they're with you. If they're not with you, I understand if your kid don't speak. You know, this I'm not trying to get out of the realm of normalcy here. What I'm just trying to do is give you just keep them in control, yo. These kids are wilding. There are children that are
Just
wilding.
teach them some etiquette.
Manners.
Just etiquette.
And yeah, etiquette. Just things that's respectfully right when they're out in the world, running around, doing shit with people. Cause it looks bad on everybody when these kids run around and they see an adult and they ask the adult asking, hey, do you mind kids, do you mind keeping it down? Bitch, mind your own bitch. Why are you over here? Why are you nobody's asking for all of that. They might have asked you to turn it down. In respect to the person's age who's ever asking you, and in the matter, and let's don't get this twisted either. I don't want anybody to think that you can walk up to a bunch of people and just be disrespectful because one, you're older and you think that you can just say whatever the hell you want to the people
Yeah.
because in your opinion they pissed you off or they done did something that's out of the way. Yo, no. To get respect, to earn respect, you got to get respect. You got to give respect. And I'm not taking nothing away from kids either. I believe that sometimes people just don't know how to speak to them. But it never hurts if you say, excuse me, can I ask you a question? Excuse me, can I tell you something? Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? And people don't know how to talk like this anymore. And I blame adults as much as I blame children on this. You know? Speak to people respectfully and you should be able to get a respectful response. And I think a lot of kids and a lot of people are not prepared for that. That nobody knows how to have a normal conversation anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody speaks nicely or, discusses and knows how to converse with one another on a regular basis very nicely. And I think that that's something that we all need to get better at. The universe would be a whole lot better place if everybody could speak to each other on a nicer term. You don't have to like anybody, but it would be nice if you can walk by and say, hey, how you doing today? I'm doing fine, thank you, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Instead of looking at somebody and getting upset.
Mean mug.
A lot of that is an adult attitude about things anyway. So I think that there's a lot of change that needs to be made, especially when it comes to kids. And it has to be done by us adults. So I'm asking that right now. That's what this segment is about. Y'all grow the hell up. Y'all take responsibility and accountability of your children. Teach them something. Teach them some manners. And confidence in themselves to do this stuff. So that's what I'm asking y'all out there. You know, please don't take any offense to anything that I said. But if you got kids that don't know how to act out in public, I think it's time for you to put your foot down. I think it's time for you to stop being an adult and show them what to do when they're out there. Help us help you. Okay.
Pretty much.
I'm asking.
So, man, this has been a wonderful show, man. I think it was fun, entertaining. I think people had a good laugh. You know, we was
I want
talking
to thank
about.
everybody that showed up. I appreciate y'all putting your comments in. And if you got anybody that wants to get on, if we have things, please, by all means, just give them the link to the show. Come back. Jay is going to do a little bit more on the other shows that we all have, including our Monday shows, our Friday shows, our Saturday show, our Thursday show with Nate, Major League Baseball with Nate. We got a couple of shows that are growing on here. Jay's gonna have him and our other good guy Leo. You know, he's gonna be on there. They're gonna have supposed to have their little click going on soon. You know, we got our other boy Troy with
Yep,
the
and
chef. You know,
September, not September. Next Tuesday, Arthur's doing his
right,
inaugural
right.
health and wellness podcast where he's going to talk
Panamanian
about.
Professor, aka Luke
Yep,
Cage,
Luke
baby.
Cage, where he's
Luke
going to tell us
Cage.
how to get right, exercise, supplements, and how to take care of our body.
Right.
This virtual man cave is a safe platform for everybody just to come through, express who we are. Like Unc said, every Saturday we do a podcast with the whole crew. It is me, myself, Model Citizen J, got the good brother D Rigger, aka Unc. We got MLB, we got Nate the Great. We got Troy, the chef. We got Panamanian Professor Arthur.
Don't
We
forget
got
back.
Oh no, I'm not gonna forget Batman. You know what I'm saying? Leo out there saving the streets, and we got the mayor. That's our show every Saturday. Then on Mondays,
Me.
we
I'm
got
usually on Mondays,
yeah,
ladies.
we do Mondays. You know, we got the show D Rigger with
Sorry about that, about
D
last.
Rigger presents moments with
Yeah.
Unc. Next Tuesday, we will have Arthur's show, the health and wellness podcast. Then on Thursdays, but we've been doing it on Fridays, but we're supposed to do it on Thursdays. We've been having the MLB weekly rundown with Nate the Great. And yeah, me and Leo, pretty soon we're gonna have our show, our platform, but we just want to make sure we get all our brothers right. And we set them up first because again, this is a collective, this is the virtual man cave, this is a group of individuals that we just like to hang out, kick it, and talk our talk, yo. So before we get up out of there, is there anything you want to let the people know?
Now, again, I'm going to say thanks to everybody that came out. Uh, we'll be here next Monday, so I appreciate y'all showing up. Sorry about yesterday, but like I said, we had some surreal actions going down, and things had to be taken care of yesterday. So this is to fill it in, but we'll be back on track next week. We only got about 6 weeks left before football. So I got more shit to talk. We got
Yeah,
back.
listen. I'm gonna need somebody to please come help. Come join us on the show because I don't want to hear and be the only one that got to listen to that cowboy talk, yo. I don't. And you see that evil grin.
Hey. Matter of fact, let me help y'all out. I'm a Cowboy fan. You
Unfortunate.
ain't gonna hear all that. You not look. Jay gonna do more talking about the Cowboys than I am, unless they doing good. And I don't have to go out here and put a saying on this. Y'all know what the Cowboys are every year, so I'm not gonna go crazy. Okay, he gonna go crazy because he likes talking about it. Hey, he hates the Cowboys. He a hater. Look at him. Look at him. That's a hater right
I don't
there.
know who I dislike more, the Yankees. What up, Nate? Or
This
or
fucker
the
right here.
Cowboys.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at
What
him.
up, Nate? What up, Nate? You know what it is.
I don't want to
Yankees.
stress him too much because I already see his baby hair coming out of his hat, so I'm not gonna
Yeah,
try to.
look. See,
I'm not gonna
it's
mess.
like listen to the Mets all damn day. That's right, Nate. That's right.
Reggie, help him, Reggie, help him,
Shoot, I
Reggie.
gotta
Tell him
listen. I
who
gotta listen to Nate
who they
talk
who they
about.
love, Reggie. They love them. The delusion is delulu, baby, delulu.
You
It's
know what?
it's vicious. It's
This
vicious.
is why. This is why when I do my own show, none of y'all
When
are. Whether
When
you guys are invited, so
we're
this way I
coming,
can
we're
talk my
coming. You
talk.
don't have no say. We're coming.
Yes, I
We
do
gonna
because
be
look,
there. We
watch,
gonna
watch,
be there.
watch. You know why? This is
Reggie
what
will have his
I,
comments in the background. I
this
might
is what I
show
could
up
do. This is
in the
what I could
back
do though.
room. I might
I
be
ain't
there.
letting. I'm not letting none of y'all on camera with me.
We gonna be right there sending all kinds of messages, calling, blowing up the phone. You ain't gonna be able to do it. Your internet is gonna be blocked up because we gonna be calling you so much.
Nah, but all jokes aside though, this is what we do. And you as you can see, the podcast is expanding, the crew is expanding. We're doing more and more each day. And again, if you would like to be a guest, just leave a comment in the comment section, hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, yo. Tell a friend to tell a friend, like all that good stuff, yo. We appreciate everybody who tapped in and tuned in. We'll see you guys next week on Monday, but make sure you tune in this Thursday or Friday at 9:30 so you can see MLB with Nate, and then make sure you tune in on Saturday at 10:30 so you can see the whole crew and you can hear our antics show. Other than that, yo, we love y'all and we getting up out of here, y'all. Peace.
Peace.